everyone. Welcome back to This Old Kitchen. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you like this video and these recipes, definitely like. I would greatly appreciate it. Today we're going to be doing 3 sandwiches, maybe 4, 3. Um, we're going to start them and film these over the next 12 hours, 24 hours. We're going to be doing a grilled vegetable cheese melt for my daughter. And we're going to be using obviously some summer squash, some zucchini. We're going to be putting some pesto on it. We're going to be putting some red onion, some flavored cheeses, and all of that fun stuff. And we're going to put that on ciabatta because that is her favorite bread. The next one we're going to be making is going to be a fried chicken sandwich. Now, this fried chicken sandwich, what you're going to do to start, even though we're making it later, is you need to marinate your chicken in buttermilk. I have a long-standing argument with chicken. My kids used to say that when they were younger that they would have grown, Roscoe, go lay down, that they would have grown feathers had it not been for the little bits and pieces of red meat that they got in between meals, because I did serve chicken a lot. And I have learned through the trial and errors that soaking your chicken in buttermilk, no matter the kind of chicken that you're making, whether it's fried chicken, whether it's grilled chicken, whether it's chicken in the oven, whether it's whatever kind of chicken it is, if you let it marinate in buttermilk for a minimum of 2 hours, as long as you want, 24 hours, that's fine. Your chicken will not only come out moist, it won't come out overcooked, it won't come out tough, it won't come out driving you crazy like it has driven me crazy for 20 something years. So we're going to be doing a fried chicken sandwich, and then we're also going to be doing my husband's favorite steak sandwich. This is a new recipe for me, but I'm going to make it anyway, and he can, suck it up. So we're going to start. I'm going to stick this into some buttermilk. I'm going to stick it in the fridge and let it sit there, and then we're going to start frying up our vegetables.
Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going to marinate this overnight because I won't be cooking the chicken until tomorrow. I went ahead and trimmed the chicken. I did buy the thin sliced chicken. I typically will buy whole breasts and just cut them myself and use the tenderizer and thin them out. But in efforts to save time, I just bought these. I'm going to go ahead and add these to a bowl. We're going to stick these in the refrigerator. Now, in the bowl, we're going to have some seasonings. We're going to do a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, also some cayenne pepper. We're going to put some milk in here and a tablespoon of lemon juice, and that acts as a buttermilk. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to get the squash. Now I'm just going to use one zucchini for this because it's just myself. Well, we're just making 2 sandwiches. So we're just going to slice up some zucchini, get those in the frying pan and with a little bit of olive oil. I am going to sweat the zucchini first to get all the moisture out. So I'm slicing them, putting them on the cutting board, and then I'm going to give them just a little bit of a sprinkle of salt to get most of that moisture out. And then once that's done, let them sit for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and start frying those in a little bit of olive oil, as well as toasting the bread, the ciabatta bread. Okay, so once the toast is all toasted, you want to make sure that you put a layer of olive oil on there because any kind of fatty or any kind of sandwich that you make, if you've got tomatoes on there, you want your bread not to become soggy. So if you put a layer of fat on there, whether it's olive oil, butter, and then you grill it, that will act as a barrier. Now all we're going to do is just layer this sandwich for my daughter, and you can see we're doing fresh tomatoes, fresh basil, and then your cheese, grilled zucchini, and so forth.
Okay, we are back, and she's going to taste test for a second time because my mic was not on. But we've got one side. One side has boursin cheese, the herbs and garlic, tomatoes, one little slice of red onion, fresh basil leaves, a little bit of pesto, and some provolone cheese. And then the other side has the same exact things, less the pesto. And grilled zucchini on both.
That bite was better.
That bite was better? Is that the pesto side or? No, I think that's the pesto side.
I really like that one.
You like that one? Without the pesto? Without the pesto? But you like the grilled zucchini and the grilled basil and tomatoes and cheese and a little sliver of red onion?
I feel like more tomato and like thinner slices.
Thinner slices of tomato?
But more, like thinner slices, but more slices.
Okay.
But it's very good.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Now you can take your snack back.
Okay.
All right. It's boursin cheese. Okay. Here is your veggie sandwich.
I don't eat vegetables.
I know. I'll do everything I can to get veggies in your body. One way or another.
There we go. That's actually very clean and delightful.
You have garlic aioli mustard. You have the pickled peppers that I did a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You have provolone cheese, grilled zucchini, tomatoes, provolone cheese, basil, and red onion.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too much garlic with the peppers?
No. Mm-mm.
The garlic aioli is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it.
Maybe just a hint more spice.
More spice?
Just a hint. Yeah.
Even with those peppers in it?
Mm-hmm.
And the garlic mustard?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grill yours. I grilled Rory's because she had more cheese in it.
Of course.
She likes garlic or grilled cheese. But I used garlic olive oil on the bread. Toasted the bread first. Yeah?
Ah.
Well, there you go. All right. On to the next. All right. So the next sandwich that we're going to make is going to be, I think, my husband's likely favorite. So we're going to make a steak sandwich. This is Tyler Florence's steak sandwich with bechamel cheese sauce. Now, what you're going to first do is you're going to take a ribeye, you're going to slice it really, really thin, and you're going to layer it somewhat on top of each other to kind of make a accordion in slices. Then we're going to take those, we're going to put it in some plastic, as you'll see. We're going to pound them out to kind of make them melt together. Then once we cook them and you bite into them, it's literally going to taste like butter. All right, so the next thing that we're going to make is going to be our arugula mayonnaise spread. Yes, there are dishes in my sink. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, make sure it's all in there, about a cup of mayonnaise. Whole lot. About a half a cup. Should be about a cup. Take a handful of arugula. If you've never tried arugula, arugula is peppery and amazing. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic olive oil in here. And then some fresh lemon juice. I have fresh lemon juice, but All right, so we've got that butter melted. Let's get our flour in here. And when you're doing a roux, you want to make sure that you cook down the flour because you don't want that raw flour taste in here. Raw flour is not tasty at all. Let that cook down. I'm going to add about a cup of milk. And you'll want to use whole milk. You can use heavy cream if you want. I'm going to add a cup of cheese. Now, you can use Gruyere cheese. The recipe calls for Gruyere. I got this mix of Swiss and Gruyere that I'm going to use. And you're going to use about a cup to a cup and a half. While that's melting down, we are ready to put our steaks on. Now, I'm going to use the same skillet that I used for my buns and the other sandwich. These steak pieces, we are going to season them before we put them on. Just a tad of olive oil. And it's okay if that's got some red kernels on there from before. All right, so I like using kosher salt. On my steaks, that's good. So we're going to take this one and we are just going to toss it right on down. If you're cooking steak, you always want to hear that sear. Because that's what's going to give you that gorgeous crust that I'm sure your husband or you like so well. All right. Make sure you keep stirring your cheese mixture, your bechamel. So we're going to cook this side for 5 minutes. All right, now we're going to flip these. Let's see if I can do this. About 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and then we're going to turn it off. All right, so we're going to assemble our sandwiches. We're going to put a nice heaping mess of this arugula mayonnaise, which tastes amazing. And I always say grill your bread first. If you're going to be using anything with sauces, grill your bread first and use a little bit of olive oil or butter. That fat will keep your sandwich from getting soggy if you have things on it like tomatoes, avocado, things like that. Some more arugula onto the sandwich.
that cools, obviously it'll melt.
And there is your steak sandwich. Let's get some taste testers in here. Stop. Okay. Steak sandwich. You have arugula mayonnaise. You have a cheese sauce, ribeye, and arugula.
Wow, that's really good. No lie, no trying to promote nothing.
Is that good?
Oh, God, yeah.
All right. Wait, where's my dinner?
You got that vegetarian
Oh, I gotta clean the kitchen too. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's get to the next one, which is going to be the fried chicken sandwich. Hey, everyone. All right. Fried chicken sandwich. Third sandwich. We are going to start off with our wet and our dry dredge. We're going to do a double dip, so to speak, the good kind. In this bowl, I've got some milk and some lemon juice. I didn't have any buttermilk, so if you don't have any buttermilk on hand, which unless you're intentionally buying it to use, this is an alternative and it acts the same way as buttermilk. So a cup of whole milk and then a tablespoon of lemon juice will suffice. We are going to season both the same seasonings that we're going to be using. To season the chicken, I've got my fryer over here warming up, and we're going to do a cup. Let's start out with a cup and a half. Cup and a half of flour. We are going to do, as I throw it all over the place, where'd my teaspoons go? They're in. All right. And we're going to do a teaspoon of onion powder in each. A teaspoon of garlic powder in each. And we already have the chicken that we put in yesterday marinating. Again, that was marinated with the same seasonings that we're using now, as well as the whole milk and lemon juice. And we'll do, half a teaspoon of paprika. And then we're going to do a quarter of cayenne because I like a little kick. All right. And then we'll keep those on hand just in case we need to make some more dredge. Okie dokie. And then we are going to mix up both. Another way that you can do it is putting the buttermilk in your wet dredge, making it more of a paste and doing it that way. That'll give you the same nice thick crunch that we're looking for fried chicken. Now, my fryer is ready.
All right, for these fried chicken sandwiches, of course, my mic goes out again. So, for my husband's sandwich, I went ahead and used this garlic aioli mustard that I got from Trader Joe's, which is so incredibly tasty. I went ahead and layered that onto the grilled bread, added his chicken, and added some pickles and cheese for him. Now, I would suggest doing some sort of fennel slaw on top of this on either sandwich because I think that really would have lightened it and given it another layer of flavor. In the fryer temp is 350. I fried those in there for about 3 minutes, and you want to make sure that you temp them because chicken can appear to be done and is not, depending on how hot your fryer is.
Taste test time. No doggy taste test time. All right. So this is the fried chicken with your provolone cheese, your spicy garlic aioli, and your pickles. And then this one is mine with hot honey and
Okay. Oh, that's a beefy sandwich. All right, this is what mayonnaise and spicy.
hot honey.
I still think that needs a vegetable.
A veggie?
Yeah, like a pickle or onion.
Okay.
I like the hot honey. Yeah.
I think a slaw would
Yeah, I think it's all both of them. Popped it up.
pop it up.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Gotta have slaw. Well, can I say it now?
Sure.
Marriage vows have been completed for the year.
Oh, wow, first time in 10 years.
That's nothing. Have a great night, everyone.
See you in 10 years.